They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Up to the 20. Second down and 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
Looking to throw. Meredith. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, something like that neighborhood.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. Quez Watkins, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Go.
They'll start with the option. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ballgame, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Jaguars first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the option to give to Swift here. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
No, we changed it.
Jackson now. He'll let it fly for Austin. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Austin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Jaguars 14, Texans 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
A gain of 16. Brings up fourth down.
That is caught, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. Now second and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up second and 9.
Back to throw. Meredith. He finds his man. Complete. It's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. The Texans at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up fourth down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up fourth down.
On fourth down, Meredith. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On first and 10, it's Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Texans 7.
Second and 11 now.
Report. You change it. Hey, report. Out.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
He got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Yo. 13.
On third down, Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Jackson, options out left. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They work now on second and 9. On the option to give to Swift here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a third and 8. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
So the incompletion, and now it's second and 10, again from the 25-yard line. To the right side, this is Taylor. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll begin by running the option. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. On the option to give to Swift here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw him.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. To throw is Jackson. And this one complete to Smith. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Lamar Jackson taking it in from a yard out. And the Jags are able to widen their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Meredith. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Off play action. Meredith. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Let's go.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So still 14 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw again. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will close the gap down to 14. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Texans 10.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
On second down, Swift. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
Jackson options out left. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And quickly, they get to the line.
Second and 10.
Again, Jackson will keep it. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Jaguars. Calvin Austin with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
31. Texans 10.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing deep here for Coleman. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jags are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
You change it.
On second down, Jackson. He'll let it fly for Austin. And this is going to be intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rolling to his right. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. In motion right, Watkins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. Again, he'll drop to throw.
At the Jaguars' 32-yard line.
Again, that's Watkins. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Taylor is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Meredith flush to his right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Second and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. On the option to give to Swift here. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14.
Yo. 13.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand,
It's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Jackson options out left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
A little do-it-yourself run right there and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight.
It got his man complete. A huge play there for Houston. 42 yards. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Now here's a throw that's complete. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Jags are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10 and appearing to have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 18. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. On the option to give to Swift here. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
19.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their...
Stand up. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro. You ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays when I'm doing shows. Gotta get it all prepaid. I'm on it, break, no side, know about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Camp, it's half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she loved that.